Because I'm a witch doctor. You need to take your magnesium, dude.
Tell me that. Tell me that's not better. Oh, we fucking watched a thing about a witch doctor. Speaking of, that's what we're watching.
Whoa, look at this. Hello, hello, hello.
See, is that not better?
That's way better.
So much better.
Fucking
Love it.
welcome.
Wow. My life is totally different.
Can I just play it on my phone this time?
Yeah, I don't care.
Fuck.
Just cue me in, baby.
Oh, I'm gonna cue you in.
Cue me right in the ass.
I'll cue you right in.
I'll put you into maximum overdrive. Oh, yeah, we got to use that as a sting. Like at the end of the thing, try to think of how you can put maximum overdrive at the end. And everybody remember this so that we can be like, oh, he ends it. You know what I mean? And with you, we will leave you in maximum overdrive.
Maximum overdrive.
Something like that. Maybe
Are we ready?
Maybe you can have like a sex joke at the last of it, so you can, I don't know. Hilarious.
Maximum overdrive. We're back at it again. Film Addicts Anonymous,
Checking in.
hosted by
Jack Ramsey.
Reckoning, Josh.
What?
You said you're checking in.
You're already blowing it.
and you're
and I'm
reckoning
reckoning.
Josh, reckoning Josh,
Just Josh.
reckoning Josh, and I'm
I'm just.
I'm Dangerous Dan.
Wow.
Yeah.
That intro was maximum overdrive.
Maximum cringe.
Which, yeah, because you know what? A little cringe, but
We already
very,
fucked it up.
very good.
Very bad. So what movie did we watch today,
Should be
Daniel?
used to it by now. Come on.
Well, we watched Maximum Overdrive.
No intro today, by the way, folks.
Yeah, by the way, no intro.
That's because-
Raw dogging it.
Last week we did an intro and no feature, so we
And-
just skipped the fuck.
That's true.
And I think that it might work. We'll find out. I like
So
the.
now we're gonna combine the intro from last week's and the end of this one.
I
It's
feel like
gonna
there
be
was
different
something
movies.
The intro
It's
to
gonna
last
be
week was pretty
jarring.
funny.
I feel like I might have been. What about
We
this?
should do it for
It,
like
it could
a
be like a
laugh.
good like clip on YouTube.
We
It'd be
put
a
it
good
as a clip,
laugh.
or we make people pay for it on our Patreon that we don't have yet.
All one person out there.
Yes.
The
Jiminy
one
Cricket.
person.
Eh.
I
My
actually think that
grandmother.
Luke listens and watches, but it's because he comes to these things
Sober.
sober.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna support us on the Patreon. I don't think. You know.
He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to pay. He gets it right up front. He gets the drama and everything too.
Oh, damn.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
I think he gets enough just being here.
I know.
He's fucking sick of us.
He doesn't want to be around for the podcast anyways. He's like, yeah, you guys could do it.
Oh,
without
who
me."
would? This already stinks.
No, it doesn't.
What
Come on.
movie did we watch, Dan?
Well, we watched Maximum Overdrive.
Who was that directed by, Josh?
it was directed by Stephen King.
No way. I didn't even know that.
author.
But it was
you
weird
may have
because
known. You may have heard his name.
Maybe heard of him.
before if you are into horror.
So did I'm guessing he wrote it as a book first.
I don't. I
No.
think it was a short story.
No, it was not.
Was it a short
nothing.
story?
Nope.
Are you
Nope.
sure? Because
I am sure.
my question is then, Jack, J-Boy.
Unbelievable.
Uh,
J-Boy.
J-Boy. Why did it say written
Oh,
for the
shit.
screen
It
by
says based on the short story Trucks by Stephen King.
Yeah. It's because of the credit that I'm asking you, because it said written for the screen and directed by Stephen King.
Yeah, so it's based
Well, it should have said based on the short story in the credits, I think.
Yeah, it probably did.
It may have. I don't know. I forget.
I don't think it did.
All I remember is that it said AC/DC. Music by
Yeah,
AC/DC.
music
Do
by
your
AC/DC.
impression.
Hells bells.
Yeah.
Hells bells. Yeah.
It's way better when he's singing to the song.
Yeah, no, it's.
I don't have the key in my head for some reason right now.
And the levels will be all wrong.
Yeah.
Your speaking levels, you go into your shouting levels,
This was 1986, by the way. Just looking up stats.
1986.
It says budget 10 million
I was gonna say
estimated.
that's a lot of money still though.
Worldwide made 7.4 million.
And that's why he only made one movie.
And it was critically panned.
Does
But-
it say why?
Well, Emilio Estevez wasn't really a
Well, the
character.
reviews say why, yes.
When you think about it, he was just a person that existed. It's
he
not
just
like
had
he
a
was
big name in
character.
it. You're right.
He has
He
nothing
was so,
to say really, like his character. It was like
He's just a guy.
I remember the only thing that I said
Cool
that
guy.
was uniquely cool about him was that he had amazing eyes in one shot.
Yeah. Dan's starting from scratch.
And
The
he
only thing
had
he would
some-
change was like getting Emilio shirtless.
yeah. It would just be Maximum Overdrive the porno.
Emilio.
Sounds like a porno.
Emilio, you
Yeah.
got
Maximum
you got blood on your shirt. Let me just take it off for you,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll get these stains out, no problem. An hour, okay? An hour.
Yeah.
He comes back. I just need to fit you for a new shirt.
Yeah.
The last one didn't go so well. Let me just see what your sizing is, but it'll take another hour. Just walk around, hang around. I'll get it to you soon.
Also, those pants look out of date. Give me those.
Everything felt a little out of date because
The 86.
the 86, it just felt like he was also playing on racism a little too much.
Also, how much cocaine was he doing at that time? I think he was on a lot of cocaine.
Yeah, this is back in the wild days.
Yes.
This
in
is
the
this,
80s,
yeah.
he was
Again,
wild, man.
this is pre car accident, right?
Because what
It's got to be because he's walking.
Yeah.
Right?
He can walk now, even
now,
still.
but he was not able to walk after.
yeah. That's why Misery, he wrote
Yeah.
Misery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Also about coming off drugs.
Oh,
Misery.
yeah. Stephen King is an amazing writer. I think we're bashing a little bit too harshly on him right now, but it's because we're having fun.
Well, this is a film club. We're not judging him based on his previous works of like fiction. It's like
his filmmaking.
we're
But
talking
it's-
about his filmmaking.
this was
his specific filmmaking, though, not just like one of his works adapted to something. It's like a specific.
Well, it
He
was one of
chose
his works.
this. He had all of his all of his ideas. He
Yeah,
had
yeah.
chosen. He chose to do Maximum Overdrive.
Well, this one is cinematic. Just seeing trucks
yeah,
crash into
yeah, it
shit.
makes me think he probably just wanted to blow shit up.
Yeah. Which
Like,
is
that literally seems like a cool idea,
Like,
I would love to blow shit up.
Why not?
I like the purity of that too. Just being like, I want to see trucks just tear through a gas station.
Yeah.
He's like, why? I don't fucking know. A comet went by the
Oh, God.
planet, and there was comet. God damn it.
A comet tail.
Comet juice that flows out.
Yeah, the juice. That's
I
like
it,
there's
the
just
juice.
there's just a constant green haze in only one area of the sky for some reason.
No, it
It's
shows it
not-
all around the Earth
Oh, does it?
But don't
at the
they-
beginning.
Do they defeat the entire comet by just the one goblin car? Or,
No,
like,
they
the
didn't
goblin
defeat
truck?
anything really.
No, they just get to the. So spoilers. They get to get away, get to the island, and then they're like, they still survive, but it doesn't say the machines are dead.
It
or
doesn't
gone.
change anything.
And
like,
they fueled them all up.
The rules are
I don't get that
really
scene
hard to
either.
understand.
The writing, and from Stephen King, is hilarious. The script is terrible, but the directing was surprisingly
The cinematography,
great, especially
too.
for a first film.
I agree. Like, I think that the
First time director, like
I bet he was pigeonholed to be like a box office flop when they probably, if they gave him another shot, he probably would have made a good movie.
and improved. Like
Yeah.
just needed a better script and like listen to the
needed
critical-
a better script. Is that
And
what
maybe
you just
he
said?
needed not
Yeah.
to be on drugs.
He needed, you know what?
to write a better script.
Write a better script. Forget about the drugs. Forget about to get hit by a cop. But write a better script.
Well, I think even he could see the problems. I'm just saying all the problems in the scripts, like how unexplained things were, and the goal was so unclear of the antagonist. What do they want? Who knows? The machines. So you don't relate to them or understand. What do the heroes want? To survive.
Now I have
All
two
right.
starting from scratches. God.
But also you
You
can
stole
kind of
mine.
see his like other
I
like
hope I didn't.
stuff. You know, like it has a kind of like they're all trapped in a diner, and it's kind of like reminiscent of like The Mist, how they're all trapped in like a supermarket. You know, they have like that Shawshank Redemption like
Yeah.
crawl through scene.
It's that genre I like all in one
know?
place.
It's got
type
a lot of
movie.
Stephen King isms in it, but it's
Everything
just,
had to come to that place too. Like people were coming from out of town and just having to show up to this gas station that was being circled.
One of
by
them being the
trucks,
voice of Lisa Simpson,
which was really cool.
which I recognized immediately. And everyone was like,
Immediately.
no.
No way.
Yeah. And
And
it like
also,
on her
like-
IMDb it says The Simpsons and Maximum Overdrive. Like their first
Really?
two that she's
Damn. And it was like also when he called out Carlito Esposito.
yeah, it's a hard one.
Yeah, yeah.
Gus
Whatever
from
the
Breaking
fuck
Bad.
His name is, yeah.
Gus.
Spanish. I don't know Spanish.
Oh yeah, like who called out that? Luke?
Luca.
Yeah, there's like a black guy at the beginning and I didn't believe it because he looks so different, so young. But Gus from Breaking
Before
right.
Do the Right Thing. Which is
It was.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was so young. Like everyone looks different because since they were younger, they also
I remember
had,
what he
like,
said
thinner
that you
faces.
thought was racist. When the cigarettes, he was like, "Yo, mama."
Yeah,
Oh, he's
it's still the most like audience. I hope you watch this because
Dude, there's
there's
some good
no
sound bites.
reason for this.
Well, it's kind of funny.
Yes,
We
but there
should
was
get-
still no reason for
We
him to
should-
say it.
We should get the Yo
Yeah.
Mama.
He
as
just
a
looks at
soundbite.
everything that's going
And
crazy
also-
in the
Yo,
the game room,
mama.
and he's like, "Yo, mama." What?
It was kind of funny.
Also, that other guy. Remember that other guy? What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, this random guy just shows
Holy
up.
shit. And then he gets just destroyed, like shot
Immediately.
up immediately.
Yeah,
The biggest question is, where did he come from?
that's the question for this whole movie. Where
Because
did
he was-
anything come
I
from?
think that's why we need to explore this and come up with a backstory for him.
Because
And,
he was wearing a
the short.
he was wearing
Oh
a
my God.
lime green shirt too that I had not seen throughout
Where did he get the lime green shirt? You know, these are all questions that we can answer.
I have no idea, man.
Wouldn't that be interesting though, to write like a small character?
Where did this
And, like,
place take place again, though?
I have no idea.
Dixie
Oh
Diner.
yeah,
Yeah, but where in the United
Well, it'd
States?
be
Probably
Dixie,
Maine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have no idea.
Is that where UFOs are spotted?
No, that's where Stephen King writes all his books and everything. He always puts
Mm.
them in Maine because I think that's where he
Also-
grew up.
Also, isn't Dixieland like the antebellum, like the deep south?
I don't know.
It felt like
Could be.
desert. It felt like desert there, right?
Yeah. it
We
might
haven't
be,
even
like
s-
the Bible Belt.
Sorry.
You know, or something like that. I don't know.
Bible Belt is all of the United States. I'm saying now. 100%. What were you saying?
Infection is gross.
We haven't even said the main star of the film, which is
Emilio Estevez.
That's not what I wanted you to do.
Yeah,
Charlie Sheen.
And
Charlie Sheen does a great job.
what was the second the second person who was like, and it's Senator Higgins.
Don't know.
I forget, but
Josh, that was funny though.
I remember laughing, but
Yeah, all I recognized was Emilio and fucking Lisa Simpson. But
I think that,
Emilio was kind of good, but boring.
but we didn't. Again, I think we didn't have enough of
he didn't
It
have
was
a
the
character.
script again. It was
He had
the
no character.
yeah.
Right?
He had nothing to
There
work
was no
with.
development other than he worked in the kitchen, and he's like,
His boss was a total a-hole.
he
and
stood up
Yeah.
for himself.
Yeah.
But I think that's all of the character development.
And he
was that
bangs the chick like
stood-
twice.
Yeah, but we
course.
don't get to see it.
Yeah, and like you have like a really like AC/DC can make something sexy. Like imagine like pounding to AC/DC. Like
Oh, I don't have to imagine.
they should have shown that. You know, they should have been pounding to AC/DC. They shouldn't have just been like in bed like pillow talking to AC/DC. Like that's not.
They do
cool.
have a song
Josh,
called
you gave me an idea for tonight.
Balls to the Wall.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
and you.
Yeah.
Balls to the Wall.
What is it?
You're just gonna have to find out now.
Balls to the wall.
Well, we're gonna have to do this off air though. It
So
sounds
we
like.
can record it if you like. I got a new character, by the way.
You got
Yeah. He's from Dixieland.
you got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, we're all from the deep south now.
I ain't going for the mouth. I can take
So
that.
overall,
All right.
Maximum Overdrive was a very simple film that we
Machines
will rate
take
in a
over.
moment.
Well, certain machines.
Certain machines
Yeah.
Certain machines.
take
It's
over
unclear.
The lawnmower attacks, but the guns don't.
because of
The
a
mechanics.
comet, and we're left in the tail of the comet, and apparently the tail of the comet is creating something with.
I mean,
the
that's all the
machines.
explanation you need, really.
Yeah, it's like
So-
the crazies with cars.
It wasn't just like machines that were hooked up to batteries. It was strictly gas, and there was some. I think there was some other ones. I forget the examples right now. I wish I would remember, but
Anything that runs on some juice. That's why the bicycle didn't get,
but why
because
did,
there's nothing
why did
like
their
that
car
powers
get
it.
overtaken though? They were driving a car the whole time. They didn't get overtaken. Remember the couple? Like
Oh,
Lisa
yeah.
Simpson and her boyfriend.
That's a good point. How did I not even think of that? That's so true.
I
There's a
think-
lot of holes in this fucking.
Yeah. The rules aren't consistent. I don't think.
They're not clear.
they're
in the
not
first
clear. They're not
place.
consistent. That's okay. We still liked it, but
Well, it was
after-
just schlock fun, you know.
yeah. So we were caught up in the Halley's Comet or whatever, and then at the very end, we kill one massive truck, and
With
it
the
cuts
Green
to
Goblin on
it. Credits again.
Well, yeah, they just ride away on the boat.
Yeah, and then it cuts to the titles at the end, and for some reason they bring up UFOs.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
So
They're like, a UFO was destroyed by a satellite.
I
And
wonder
it
if
had a
this
laser
wasn't
gun?
A producing hack job, you know? Do you think there's
it
like
was
this,
a Russian satellite.
like
too.
dramatic version where it's like
It was
Emilio
just
Estevez should be
confusing.
nominated for an Academy Award, and like Stephen King had this huge dramatic story arc. And
No
then
shot.
producers just came in and were just like, "Fuck it, let's
That's
put
definitely not what
AC/DC
happened.
over it."
I do think that
He
there
wanted
was,
to show the kid's head get squished by the steamroller, which was
yeah.
awesome.
I think that there was a lot of things that must have been cut out. He must have shot like
No,
a
but I'm
5-hour
saying
film.
Stephen King fought the producers and like, no, I want to put this in. And
Mhm.
the producers were ultimately like, no.
He obviously had a bad experience because he never tried to direct ever again.
Yeah. You wonder because he
Well,
did-
it bombed and it got panned, and
and it has
producers
us
probably fucked with him.
questioning
and the
its whole
producers
thing.
probably blamed him for like the bomb too after changing it.
Yeah,
'Cause that always
he's in like
happens.
Creep Show though. He was heavily involved in Creep Show. the
Yeah. Oh
movie.
yeah. George Romero.
Yeah, I want to. I still haven't seen that.
No, I haven't seen it either.
What?
Yeah.
That'd be a great one,
Yeah.
dude.
That'd
I'm
be
putting that on my
amazing.
list. That's a good one.
Sweet.
We'll do that next week.
Yeah, that's a good one. Because it's like horror short stories. So it's like literally like
So it's
what we're
doing.
making.
Exactly what we're doing.
I can't believe you never. I found a movie you haven't seen.
Yeah, I've never seen
What the
it.
fuck?
I never.
I may have seen it.
No. Creep Show?
Oh no, we're not talking about the newest one, Creep Show 2.
It's like the 80s old one, and Stephen King's in it.
Oh.
It's
Then
got
no.
like weird like.
Yeah,
I
told
think
you.
like Tom Savini.
They did remake it, and it's not. That's not what I'm talking about.
Cool.
Yeah.
You probably saw the remake.
But yeah, it sounds cool.
But so it cuts to the UFOs. So now my question is, how did it make sense in that?
It didn't.
So I'm going to try to make up some sense.
Okay.
Fill in the blanks.
We
Badly.
saw buttons being pressed. We saw things being controlled. Like me. I'm hooked up to a motor.
Shit, the ventilator's on the fritz.
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Take a drink, bud. Take a little sip of something. Josh,
Jack.
you're dumb.
Can you make some sense of this UFO
You're
thing?
Stupid.
So I was trying to.
Other
Fill
than
time.
the buttons being pressed, there's things being controlled, and there's no answers. Is my biggest thing about it is that there's no answers as to why these things are being
I
controlled.
thought you were gonna tell me the answers.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
So it's actually not a comet.
Okay.
It's
A UFO.
a UFO that,
Mhm.
and when I say it's, you know what, UFO doesn't even explain it, because
Doesn't even cover it.
what we've discovered recently.
Definitely not making this up as you go.
No, I'm not. in the most, like, I think it's been in the past year or so, we've noticed a comet that's about a mile long, and we think that it might actually have some sort of like alien kind of I don't know what you call it, life
Mexican.
life that we
Extraterrestrial?
life that we don't understand
Bacterial?
as it is, because we're humans. It wouldn't be humans because it's growing on this comet, right? It's still alien, like molecules being created and all of that stuff. There's life on it.
Okay.
So that's what he's trying to say, is that these things spawned off onto Earth, and we can't see them because of their kind of life species, that we just can't physically see them on our level in the plain seeing spectrum of our eyes.
Okay.
So
Ice.
so we can't see them because of this.
So
So
it's
they're
like
being
that-
there's like, let's say there's like little seeds on top of this comet that are being pew pew
But
pew
dude, that's
in the
why-
tail. Okay, it's like
and
pew,
the
pew, pew,
tail
pew,
mutates
and it's
them.
That actually-
it's landing on Earth, and yeah, it's mutating them into being invisible to our eyes, but it's starting to control things, and then that's why they need to be filled
And they
up.
feed
in the end.
on fuel
That's
or
what
whatever
actually makes
machines
a
are
lot of
fueled
sense,
by.
Though, when you like take like hard drugs or like psychedelic drugs, you can see into like this other like you have a different sight.
So you're saying we
And
should have done
sometimes
hard
you do
drugs?
see these weird creatures, on the outskirts of your eye.
So they
So
might be
maybe-
those creatures.
They've already invaded. Maybe they're just controlling us like puppets.
Yeah. I could be an alien.
I just don't know what their purpose would be to making me.
I feel
sit
like I don't
down-
belong on this earth.
Yeah.
I want to be a vampire.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll just say I thought the first like half an hour of this movie was awesome.
Amazing.
Like
I
straight
could-
up so entertaining and like locked in, and then it
Fun.
really died. Kind of.
Yeah.
Man, you were screaming amazing things next to me. You're like, this is amazing. Look at
Harder,
this shot.
harder,
Oh my God.
faster.
Yeah, like so many movies. It just started off really fun and awesome, and then just got slow and boring.
It did. It did. but that doesn't mean that it wasn't good. So what would you rate it? And can we just do a start from scratch with you right away? What would you say?
No, I want you to go first because I think you're gonna steal mine first. So
I have two because
I know. So do wait, are you doing both?
no, I'm gonna just do my one,
Okay.
whatever it is.
All right. I'll start. Oh, man. So
Rate it first though.
yeah. I'm thinking. The rating, I can't give it more than like a 6.8, maybe.
6.8.
Yay!
I'll go 6.8. I don't know.
Yay!
Yeah. Well, I loved a lot of I especially loved the stunt work and like actual cars crashing and like the gas station when they hit the awning or whatever that's above it and like
when the model blows up, you mean?
yeah, it looked real. That's the best model I ever seen. The action in this movie was fantastic and everything else was weak. So yeah, 6.8 because I did enjoy it overall. But and the first half an hour especially, but so starting from scratch, I would define the rules, of course. I think that's going to be with everyone, but like more clearly define what's happening, why these machines, and then not only what machines are affected, but why. Why are they just killing people? Maybe there's an argument to be made like it's scarier that they just kill people out of no reason. It's just like evil force. But I think it's better if that's like could work, but I think it's even better than that if the machines have a good reason to kill people. And then I would just make the characters better and add a little bit of humor. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, there was like humor in it.
One big joke.
No, there was like some kind of good humor in it, like Stephen King dialogue, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Just make Emilio Estevez more purposeful and like actually have something
dimensional.
Yeah, but like have something he's working towards. Like
He was just a fry cook.
he had his only thing was just like I want to live. Like if he had a goal, he was like, man, I just
He was
want to
on
get out there.
parole.
I
He
don't
was
know.
on parole, so he was trying to get off parole.
Yeah.
Right. And they're
That was
all
it.
on parole. Everybody was a convict there.
Or were they?
Right? Because he said, if you have this sticker, that means you're mine. Your ass is mine. And then he looked at all the cards of the
Oh, they all.
police.
I didn't see
They
that.
all had the
cut, yeah.
stars.
Oh, so he's
So
like
he
actually trying to
he takes advantage of
treat them
people
like
coming from
slaves.
prison,
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I'd just make the protagonist better. But mainly, my point is the antagonist do the what and why
Mm-hmm.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
True.
But yeah.
Do you want to go next, or should I?
I can go next. Yeah.
Go ahead.
One thing. Well, okay. So yeah, if I was to rate it, I'd probably give it like a 4.
Where is your decimals, bro?
I don't do decimals.
It's so lame.
I don't do the Dewey Decimal System.
But it would be a 4 because, like, it's like a 5.
So that's below average.
Yeah, 5 is like it has a beginning, middle, and end, and I watched it. That's a 5. Like,
Well, this had a beginning, middle, and end, and you watched it.
And you gave it a 4?
I guess I should give it a 5 technically. But
No,
Yeah, you
5
just
is like
bit yourself
dead
in the
average.
ass. Like,
yeah, 5. Yeah, 5.
Be honest.
Listen,
Be honest.
5 is
No, be
dead
honest.
average.
He wants to say a 4.
No, if you like actively hated it, then it's below 5, and if you kind of liked it, then it's above 5.
So yeah, it'd be
Like
4.
5 is the direct middle.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just go with the 4.
All right.
So it's actually below average 4.
Yeah, I think it'd be a 4.
You don't think average movies are worse than that? And like entertainment value.
Let him rate it the way he wants to
Well,
rate
the
it.
average
I'm just
movie
reacting to it.
that
I-
I've seen. No, I'm kidding.
You just don't like the way he's reacting to it.
It wasn't as boring as most movies.
But I mean,
So I would not
the thing
put it
is,
below
the
average.
ultimate sin though for me is when a movie starts out so good, you know, and then it just fucking bombs. I'd rather it bomb right away than string me along, you know, for like 20 minutes, thinking I'm gonna see something
Interesting.
awesome. You know, it's more of a piss off because I'm like, I'm invested. You got me. I'm hooked. And then you
And then you
just
blow
fucking lose me. You just pull the fucking rug out from me and like, no, remember, we don't know what we're doing. We just got the first 20 minutes right, you know, and that's kind of
Yeah,
irritating to me.
I hear that. I hear that.
You know, I don't know. Because,
Yeah.
like, they knew what they were doing. They should have just continued to know what they were
I would
doing.
rate a movie that was shit from the beginning lower than a movie that had a good beginning, at least, though.
Yeah.
So
there's a
that's the
couple
complete
movies
counter to
like
your
that.
argument.
Yeah. But, I don't know. That's just, like, my opinion, man.
Yeah. Good
But,
reference.
And that's if you were to start from scratch too.
If I was to start from scratch, I would put more bazookas. Maybe get some kid. Maybe get the
Yeah.
kid
Or the-
holding the bazooka and just like.
The guy in the green shirt do his story.
Yeah.
Remember
Oh,
that?
and
Oh
they
my
do
God,
another scene
yes.
with that guy. Yeah, for sure. Maybe have him have the bazooka.
What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Just
Just follow
imagine
that
he's
guy.
like the arms dealer. You know, because like that guy has an arms dealer. Like the guy.
I think he was a UFO. I think he was the only UFO that forgot to put on his cloaking device.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck is going on in here?
But also,
He only had 2 arms. What do you mean he had an arm dealer?
but if I was to start from scratch, like the beginning is good because everything turns on humans and starts killing them. But once they get to the diner, they forget about all the electronics in the diner. And the electronics
Yeah.
in the diner just like are like, meh, we'll just let them live.
It was
It's like-
great because the threat was like constant at the beginning. It's like
Yeah, yeah,
everywhere. It's
yeah.
like, oh shit, where are we gonna
It's
go?
like
Blah,
literally
blah, blah.
the toaster and like the deep fryer. Like it should have turned on them.
But then,
In the diner. And
but
shit.
then even when something did, like to the waitress,
Yeah, like the meat thing.
the
like-
meat thing actually cut her. She was shooting blood. It cut her foot through her leather
No,
shoe.
it didn't cut her. It bit her.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what she said.
It got crazy and it bit me. Yeah. It bit me.
Right.
It bitted me.
Mm.
It bited me.
It bited me. Isn't that what she? Yeah, she did say bited.
Yeah. So yeah, Dan.
So yeah, that brings you to Dan. And more blood, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
More blood. Actually, 100%. The main question here is where's the blood? Yeah, no. If I were to rate it, can I
No, you can't.
double down on a bet?
There's actually
Okay, what's the bet?
240 movies there. There is not 600 movies.
I need to know the. Yeah.
There's not 625
Dan
movies,
lost
sorry.
bad earlier tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't even bring that up.
Guessing the amount of DVDs on this shelf, and I nailed it. What did I say? 605, 620.
I thought you were like way over, but obviously, like I was half.
I
of
thought
what
so
I
too.
actually
Like,
had.
there's no way that
Well,
there's
fucking
600.
get on my level. We
And-
counted them.
And when we say DVDs, we mean DVD cases.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
there's way more than 600 actually.
Because there's
620,
actually more in these things sometimes.
And if you count every episode of like the Twilight Zone,
Oh, boom.
then you got like
Even just every
2,000.
season.
So
No.
I lost $5.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all it was. That's all it was. Okay. And
It's
I
no big
know,
deal.
and I know that you know
I'm
what it's
collecting.
probably rated
I'm
on
collecting dollars.
IMDb.
Yeah.
You probably know what it's
I
rated,
do.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna double down here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
I
try to get
accept.
closer
5.9.
to the IMDb number than you are, unless you're spot on, because then I won't do it.
Wait, I already know though.
I know.
He knows. He knows it all.
Oh, so like we're supposed to wait? How do bats work?
What the fuck are you talking
Not
about?
like that.
Maybe if you do it with Josh.
I'm gonna. You know what?
It was a 5.9 though.
I'm working both sides.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
telling
yeah,
you
I'm telling
this
you, I'm
information because I'm working both sides, and I'm gonna leverage
You
you.
just want to figure out how to win your money back so that you get your money. You don't have to pay him $5.
I know. I was trying so hard. I still have the money. It's just I didn't want to
What
pay
if
it to
we,
you
like,
because I was like I felt like I was so right about this. What? I started off at 300, I went to 400, and then I went to 200.
You started at 200.
No, I started at 300, 400, 200, and then went back down to 200 after the 300 again. But yeah, or 300. I went up to 300.
It is like
Whatever.
a visual illusion or something because
300.
it does not look like 600, but
No, it doesn't.
you'd be
insane.
surprised.
How did that? Like, I don't remember.
It's the same with like jelly beans. They're like, guess how many jelly beans are in this jar?
No.
You're like 150. It's like 700.
Yeah.
Guess the highest number you can think of possible, and then subtract 200.
Infinity.
True.
So this would be like
Infinity
I'd
one.
say this is like 1,000. So if I said
That's the highest number you can think of.
no for this space. No.
No,
That doesn't
you
make
would
sense.
not think 1,000 before I said 600. If
Not-
I wasn't even
well,
here,
now
you would
that
say maximum space be like 300.
Now that I know how many, you're right. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give this movie a.
You owe me $5 is what we concluded. at
Yes.
that.
Yes.
For that whole tangent.
It's fine.
Tried to get out of
That's
it.
$5 extra dollars.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
Just because you
$10.
took the podcast in that direction,
Because you tried to get out of it.
that's a
You-
fucking 10. You can pay me in beers too. All right.
I'm sorry. It's funny. It's really good. Thanks for listening to Film and X Anonymous.
You still haven't rated it.
Okay, so you know what?
And remember,
It's
think
really
Maximum
hard to
Overdrive.
it's
You
really
gotta-
hard to rate because I really enjoyed it. I did end up speaking through the boring parts, and that was a lot of it. So I'm gonna have to say 5.6.
Damn,
And
you guys are being
I'm-
harsh.
I'm gonna say that with
Do you see how he
Love.
grabbed his glasses when he said it?
love, because
Like a true film critic.
all of the movies that we love are around that rating, because we end up capturing, like, we understand what's happening, or maybe sometimes not, especially with this film,
Yeah.
but we understand that there's so many ways you can take it in. There's so many ways to think about it. We're thinking about the director. We're thinking about the writer, who is the director. We're thinking about AC/DC. We're thinking about everything that's brought in
AC/DC.
together.
Every good movie has AC/DC.
Just because I'm rating it low doesn't mean that I don't love all these
Enjoyed it?
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you
However-
should rate it on enjoyment, which is what I did, instead of like rating it like
Okay.
in
okay.
terms of like Oscar winning. Like
Okay.
Daniel.
How about this?
that's how I rate.
I'll change it then. If I were
Thank
to
you.
if I were to say on entertainment level,
Yes, sir.
which is he didn't get me. He's
I
asking
talked it
another
out.
perspective. I'll say, because I really fucking.
See, I
I'll
know
say-
you did.
I'll say a 7.8.
See, thank you. Well done.
But
Uh-oh, but
having
comes
said
with
that,
the
if
but.
I were to start from scratch, because no one said my starting from scratch.
Oh, I knew. I was waiting. I was gonna remind you.
Start from scratch.
Start from scratch.
Why wasn't it shot at night?
What? Why?
It was so lame during the day. if it was shot at
Ooh.
night, my entertainment level, especially with the lighting that he was trying to do with like the goblin lights and stuff like that, all of the lighting,
Do you know
the
what?
Especially if
the
it turned
ominous,
into
like,
night.
Well, we saw a little bit of the night because we saw the tail juice.
Yeah.
Juice.
Oh, I love tail juice.
Do you know what? Actually, this movie would be really good if it was directed by John Carpenter.
Or Daniel Stephen Stanfield.
Yeah. That one's better. That's
Back in 1985 as a fetus. Just directing a movie.
No, I wasn't there, man. I wasn't there. I was 92, dude. This came out before us.
before you were a glimmer in your daddy's eye.
Which gives me
Oh.
respect for it as well, because like, look, they were shooting on film. I was thinking about it too. Like, they only have less takes than we do with digital,
Yeah.
right?
Way less.
Way less. So they have to nail it.
Yeah.
And if they don't nail it, they got what they got.
Yes, sir.
Which makes me feel like everything should be way more organized sometimes these days. But just isn't.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
All right.
so let's
Organized.
shoot things more at night, because I don't want it to be during the day, because
It was a little flat.
I think it could have been way scarier.
But I think not so much. It should have all been filmed in the night. It should have had
the
night
last
and
act.
day. it
Or-
should have shown that they were
Yeah.
stuck overnight.
Yeah,
there,
like
right?
it
A little bit
Transitions.
more transitioning. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of the sex scene being the transition,
Oh, yeah.
actually showing the trucks more at night, or like having the entire thing, because even if it were to be lit at night for this kind of movie, he would have overlit it instead of letting those colors pop. Like you said, it was flat.
Yeah.
It was flat. I would let the story breathe a little bit more, because you're right. Maybe not all shot at night. Breathe with it. If it's going to be daytime, sure. But don't cut it with a fucking sex scene all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
one sex scene would have
Well,
been
it's
good.
not even a sex scene. It's a pillow talk scene where they've already had sex.
Just give us one sex scene during the nighttime while
Some nips,
With
maybe?
Well,
some AC/DC.
what if they climbed into one of those crazy trucks? Because apparently they got nice like
beds?
beds in the back of it. The baklava of it.
The one with all the toilet paper in the back. You know, you just make a bed out of toilet paper.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That one exploded.
That one okay, yeah. Don't get me started on that. So
Yeah.
anyways,
We got to wrap this
starting
up.
from
Yeah,
scratch,
let's not get him started on that.
darkness. And
Darkness.
that's it for us
Mild
tonight,
man.
but let's
Yes,
plug
sir.
a couple things
Yes.
And put this in. Oh, wait, no. Darn it.
and put this in the what?
I
The
was gonna
spank
say, and
bank?
Put this into maximum overdrive. But it's not the very end.
I think
so-
our anxieties is on maximum overdrive.
Yeah. Whoa.
Anxiety. I'm
Okay.
great. I'm fucking
Don't use all the maximum overdrives. We need at least one
You're
maximum.
apologizing to me the whole time. That's why I said that.
We need at least one
The
maximum overdrive.
overthinking, I should have said.
Oh.
Overthinking was on maximum overdrive.
Man, and then I felt like the couch was making me sink into you, and I kept climbing closer to the side. I was like,
Oh,
am
you
I
can get
giving him
close.
enough space?
Oh, you can get close, baby.
Am I giving him enough space?
weren't
I
close
don't know.
enough,
Like,
as far as
should I
I'm
climb
concerned.
into his lap or should I climb onto him? I don't know. Use him as a jungle gym. I don't know. But gonna plug the YouTube. It's Daniel Stephen Stanfield Productions. Stephen is spelled with the PHEN. Don't forget that
Confusing.
Daniel Stephen Stanfield Productions. No, Stephen.
Stefan.
Oui.
I'm named after my dad a little bit.
We don't need a whole history.
That's just thanks.
Yes,
And
we
then
do.
if you want to reach me on Instagram, it's flannel on flannel.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else want to plug some things like anything great? I'm gonna be releasing a music video soon for Fruit in Bed. How about that?
Woo!
Boo.
And I've got my producers right here sitting in front of me. These guys worked so fucking
Let me tell you
hard
something.
for
This is
me.
gonna change
We're
your
the
fucking world.
suits. We're the suits
The suits that
Yeah.
made it happen,
that approved it. You know,
and also hung up
I-
the sheet.
that
Yeah.
did the hack job on it later on after Dan just gave us pornography.
Yeah, basically.
What?
I don't know what he said.
I was confused.
I'm
But yeah.
No, but like imagine imagine the director, you know, you sign off on the script, it's like an actual nice script, and then he comes back and it's just porn.
It's just Fruit in Bed.
You're just like,
Oh,
Fruit in Bed. I was
You
naked.
know.
I thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I feel like
I'm just
you
kidding.
The
directors do
microphone
that.
stand isn't an actual stand.
Yeah, that's
$30
what I
million
thought, yeah.
They're
dollars
not
on the
singing into a
porn?
stand, bro.
It's a very artistic blowjob with the shadows.
Like what the fuck?
All right.
Anyways,
Look up What Kills Hitmen on YouTube
and-
by Jack Ramsey.
Yeah. Sorry, say that
That's
again. I
fine.
cut you out. I'll cut me cutting you out.
No, it's all good. Just What Kills Hitmen by Jack Ramsey. Search that up. Give that a watch. And anything else that's on that channel.
I honestly
More
like,
coming soon.
and you're such a great writer.
Yeah, that's the main thing I want to do. Write
Oh.
and then direct, basically because I don't want them to fuck up my writing.
Well,
So he's gonna get
I
involved
understand
in the
that.
Nookshook, and then he's gonna be like, Dan, move over. I'm directing this.
No.
there might be a couple scenes that we might both have to.
I'll give you input, but you don't have to listen to it.
I think that in the end, Josh might end up doing a co-direct on it too.
No, probably not.
We'll all be, whatever.
Well,
We'll
because
figure it out.
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be a
on camera.
producer
We're
on
gonna be
it.
on set.
I'm producing.
Yeah,
gonna
we're all
be-
gonna have ideas.
We're gonna be in front of the camera though, right?
Yeah,
We're gonna have him go. Action.
True. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the words.
I don't know if he can handle that.
But we don't even really need to say the words, do we?
All right.
But yeah, okay. What
We
are
do.
doing?
We do.
We'll talk off
do.
air.
We need to
Wrap this podcast
I
up.
don't know how to put maximum overdrive into a sentence.
Oh.
I was trying to say we are going to go from being very slow, and we are going to pull.
Time to put the
maximum-
subscribers to maximum
And smash
overdrive.
on that hit. Oh shit! I covered you up.
God damn
Oh
it,
man, we
Daniel.
ended it and everything
Can
with
you-
maximum
Overthinking
overdrive.
again.
Now we're just gonna
Can
have
you
to
say it again? Can you say it again?
Let's just all say it
Okay.
at once.
Yeah. I like this idea. I like this idea.
What are we saying?
All right. No maximum overdrive.
Yeah, we're saying maximum overdrive, and that's the end.
Okay,
This is
so
the
one,
stupidest thing I've ever heard.
two,
All
one,
right.
2, 3. Maximum overdrive.
Okay, go away now.
Bye.